Alright, I was planning on doing some Warhammer tonight, but Matt Wilson posted a nice article on privateerpress.com basically communicating where they're at with their various projects and what we can look forward to and expect moving forward in terms of announcements and news updates about the project. So it kind of got me in the mood to play something by Privateer Press. So I'm pulling out Riot Quest tonight. Now, a while back I heard they were working on a story mode expansion for Riot Quest, but I really like the idea of that and I can't wait, so I kind of come up with a variant of my own that kind of presents a narrative and a story. So for this campaign I'll be playing as Chuck Dogwood as my main character because the crazy insane druid is just the kind of model that I'm drawn to. For this scenario, my opponents are going to be Stone Cold Black Bella and Gubbin, who've already spawned. For opening bounties, I've got Telepandemonium on spawn gate 6 and Bullseye. My treasure chest spawned on spawn point 4. So everything's happening over there. To add some narrative to my homebrew story mode, I have pulled up a event generator on my phone, and each round I'm going to pull a random role-playing game event and figure out how to apply it to the round. So the event for the start of this round is Starvation. So I'll be starting this battle fatigued and starved. So I'm going to reduce my number of action dice for this round. Alright, I rolled randomly and I'll be starting with 4 action dice instead of 6. I won the initiative roll, so I'm going to be starting off attacking Black Bala. I do not want her right next to me, so I'm hoping if I can hit her with my whistling staff, I can teleport her somewhere else. A 1 isn't going to be teleporting anybody. For my second activation, I'm going to be moving towards the malfunctioning spawn gate. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to spend my final action dice to attempt to rig it. And I failed that too, not off to a great start. I'm using an AI system I came up with, so I'm going to activate the closest models to me first. So Bella's going first. She's going to get 3 actions this turn. And then she's going to use those to get as many victory points as she can, assuming that she rolls a certain number of hits on different types of dice. She starts off by moving over to the spawn gate and attempting to rig it. And she succeeds. And she's going to use her last action to attack me with her telescoping weapons. And she succeeds, claiming Bullseye in the process. With such a small game, I'm only playing to 4 victory points, so that almost puts them at the goal already. Our new objectives are Weird Little Bugger. So we've got a gremlin in the middle of the table and bombing run. So there's a bomb and a target on the table too. The target is right next to Gubbin, who is up next. He's only getting 2 activations. So his AI protocol I wrote is he can't really do any damage, he can't really score any points, so he's just gonna get as close as he can to scoring points, which means running towards the objectives. Actually, he can score for Weird Little Bugger, so that's what he's going to try to do. And he failed to win the game there, and the gremlin ran away over towards this gate. For turn 2, the enemies rolled priority, and for my random event, this is what I love about trying to inject some narrative. I rolled somebody laughs at something that's not funny. So I'm going to randomly roll for a couple of the characters on the table. It doesn't matter whose side they're on. If it's opposing sides, maybe it'll form something of a friendship as they... Nothing came of the funny joke. I rolled for Gubbin and Chuck, and so one of them said something funny or not funny, and Gubbin thought it was funny, but and then I rolled to see if the relationship would be affected, that he would defect or join him or maybe just run away, and I didn't roll high enough, so nothing really happened from it. But it still injected some narrative there. About all I can do with Chunk on this turn is move closer towards this treasure. I don't think I'm going to win, but if I can at least pick up some loot coins, I can get some Riot gear for my next game. Round 3, I'm going first, and for my random event, I rolled Crucified. So I have no idea at this point how that's going to affect this next round. I will pause the recording and see if I can think of anything. Alright, I'm going to use it to bean a new character shows up, and I rolled for Sir Dreyfus here, and he's being executed, and if I can get to him in time, he'll join my crew. Each round I'll roll a white dice of damage to him, and if I can get to him before he's gone, then I'll get him. Unfortunately, I'm starting the round way over here, and my speed is only 4, and I'm about dead. And if I let myself get knocked out to respawn, they'll get a victory point and win the game, and I won't have a chance. So it's not looking likely that I will free Dreyfus and have him join me. I was at least able to get to the treasure beacon and get 4 loot tokens and remove my damage. We have a spiked chest show up on treasure beacon 5. That puts Gubbin going next. He's going to get 4 activations. He has a really good chance at getting 2 victory points and winning the game with Weird Little Bugger with that many action points. So he's going to spend 1 to haul that gremlin near that treasure beacon. And then he's going to spend a second to rig, getting the bonus from the bounty card. He got only 2 successes, meaning the gremlin gets away and runs over to gate 6. Now Kevin has 2 action dice left, so he is going to pour both of them into an attack on me. He hits for 1 damage. And Black Bella gets the first time I've ever rolled no activations for. So she could have ran out that bomb for the win, but we got a little extra time. At the end of the round, we're going to roll for Mr. Dreyfus here. It looks like he takes 1 damage from the gate he's trapped in. Top of round 4, my event this time is pretty easy. It's payment due, so I'm just gonna roll an action dice. I'm just gonna make it 1 because I don't have that much gold, and have to pay out however much I roll. So I rolled 1 strike, so I'll remove 1 of my loot tokens, unfortunately, as I pay somebody who needs it more than me. Can Chuck Dogwood teleport himself? Technically, he is a model in his crew, and he's within 2 spaces of himself. Well, that's the only way he has a chance at saving Dreyfus, so I think I'm going to give it a try. That did not help much. It moved me to Treasure Beacon 6. So it just jumped me over here. A little closer, I guess. But now I'm next to Bella. Let's attack her. Super damage. And my last dice to move closer to Dreyfus. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I forgot. Let's see what my whistling staff zapped Bella to. Oh, Treasure Beacon 5. So that didn't do a lot of good. Moved her 1 space. Bella's up next. She's getting 3 activations, or 3 actions. The most direct route for her to get victory points is to move towards gate 2 and try and chuck the bomb out. And she failed. That blows her up, but I do not get the points for it. At the start of the AI turn, it's Gubbin's turn to go, but she respawns at 4 since I'm not playing with the cooler with this few of characters. Gubbin only has 2 actions, and The only way he can get a victory point is by moving towards me and attacking me and hoping for super damage, so that's what he's going to do. He misses, and Dreyfus doesn't take damage this round. Round 5, I get priority, and my event is an innocent bystander is disabled. So I've placed an innocent bystander token on a random treasure beacon. I'm just using a loot token for it. I'll just play that if I can reach him this turn. I will gain some loot because he'll pay me and stuff. All right. So for my first action, I'm just gonna move right next to Dreyfus there, and then I'm gonna spend an action to break him free and have him join my band. Gubbin's going first on their side. He rolled only one action, so he's going to stay pretty close to us because he can't get any victory points this turn, so he's going to get as close as he can to just knocking us out, so getting within range and stopping there. Dreyfus is going to move and go for that treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets us 3 more loot. Then he's going to use a special action to leap and land right next to Gubbin and use the last action to attack him. Damages him but doesn't knock him out. Bella gets 3 action dice. She runs up to the target. Never mind, she doesn't have the bomb anymore. Instead, she'll move 5 towards the bomb. And she's going to attack. Better odds at taking out Chuck. So she's going to attack Chuck with her telescoping whip. She rolls damage, but not super. Especially as how he is benefiting from flank. Counter that. Safeguard. Round 6, the AI gets priority, and my event is New Land Discovered. I'm going to interpret that as someone brings in some riot gear from another land, so we'll bring in riot gear in at a random location, and if I can pick it up, I get it. Someone brought in a mechanical maniac and left it on spawn gate 2, so from another land. So if we can get to that this round, we get it. Not sure that's possible, maybe with Dreyfus with his jump. Anyway, the AI goes first and they have a chance to win the game. Gubbin is closer to me, and that's kind of the rule I set, is the people closer to me would go first. So we're going to activate Gubbin. He only rolled 1 action, so he's going to straight up attack us and hope to knock Chuck out. He did not. He would have, but the fact that they're both defenders means that they're okay, because they're benefiting from safeguard from each other. This could be a fun pairing for a campaign. Maybe not most powerful, but hopefully their survivability is enhanced by this. I'm going to start off with Dreyfus, Storm Lancing, Gubbin. He has missed. Actually, that would have been a hit because of flank. So that takes out Gubbin and gives us 1 victory point. He then is going to run towards the gremlin and uses leap ability to get even a little closer. For the AI, Bella fails again and gets 0 actions. Chuck Dogwood's going to act and go for the bomb / mechanical maniac. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to spend an action dice to pick up the riot gear. First activation on round 6, I believe. Bella moves up, picks up the bomb, and attacks Chuck Dogwood for a victory point, finally winning the game. 4-point game like that has in the past played out really, really fast for me. This was the longest one by far. So that's that. We lost the game, but I made a new friend, increasing the size of my crew, and I found some riot gear. And I have some leftover loot tokens, so I'm gonna pull some riot gear the campaign turn and see what I can buy. again, campaign turn being a term I'm making up myself for my own homebrew rules. So I've got a rolled body glove or a Skrizzapper that I could buy to add to my Riot gear cards for the rest of the campaign for double the cost. I think since I have enough for that Skrizzapper, it's going to really help out my 2 defenders, give them some damage output. So I'm going to pick that up for my campaign. The old body glove will have to go in for a later time. As Chuck Dogwood had been taken out, I rolled a dice to see if he takes an injury for the next mission. He does not. And then for a post-battle event, I'm going to roll. I've rolled to see if anything special happens, and I gained some insight into the region. And the next battle I'm going to start off with 1 victory point default as a basically a little boost for having lost this game. So that was that. Good fun. Here's my character Chuck for the game. Gubbin, who thought I was crazy funny, but still wanted to kill me. Dreyfus, who was being electrocuted inside a spawn gate gone wrong, but I got him out of there, and he repaid me by helping. And Stone Cold Black Bella, who actually rolled horribly for activations and spent 2 whole turns doing nothing. So, yeah, that's fun. All in all, a good game. We'll see if I get a second episode going sometime soon.